Welcome back to the DFS Special. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy. I may have been calling in to work. You're gonna be in the running for the Snowflake of the Year. Get your shit together with your snowflake. I'm at the crib, man, and I'm just finishing up. Stop. Throw them bitches in the main. I'm telling you. You're gonna see the results, bro. You're gonna see it. This is what's really gonna help you out. You know how I feel about the home dogs. There's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. Who that scored all them points over there? Player of the night.
Get him in your lineups. Get him in there, and let's go get this money.
Thursday, let's go, and remember, in the sweatshop, we always keep it 300. What is going on, people? What's happening? How you doing? What is going on? How you feeling? Let's get it started. Y'all know. Let's go. Let's go. It is the first of the month. It's a new month. I got all that November bullshit behind me. It was a tough finish. I did well. Got it in for the most of the month, but the end of it was pretty rough. I was remarking to the homies in the sweatshop the injuries, the ejections. It seemed like I got an unwelcome piece of every injury, every ejection, every sideways bullshit craziness that happened this month, or last month. Okay, I had it in some way, shape, or form, man. But so we're getting through that. We are ready to roll. It is over. November is done. We are in the new month. It's the first of the month, and we've got a pretty solid 8-game slate. That's where I live. That's my wheelhouse. Right around 8 games is what I like. We're gonna be going with our regular format of the show, where we will take a look back at what happened last night. Kind of take a look at the stacks that we wanted to use and ways that we wanted to play. We're also going to be looking at our featured 4 players of the night, and then of course we'll be looking into today's 8-game slate. Just want to throw out something, man. This weekend, I've got that thing that I've been advertising on my regular Facebook page. My wife and I, we are a part of a marriage counseling a workshop. And we're not offering a workshop. We are actually like patrons of it. We're going to, keep our marriage cool. You know what I'm saying? Keep our marriage good and keep it spicy. And this is it's a Christian-based thing, man. We are in a Christian marriage, and we're going to go and have a good time on Saturday. So there's not going to be a show on Saturday, a pre-lock show. There's only 5 games in the evening. As a matter of fact, let's pull that up because we have 8 games coming up today. The 8 games here, 1, 2, yeah, and then Saturday we got a ton of games, but the 1, 2, and 3 o'clock games, all that's going to be some early stuff, and then at 7:30 we've got the main slate, which is going to be 5 games. So there won't be a lock show that Saturday. I will try to come on after we leave the event, so the Iceman and I can try to chop up some NFL. Either the Iceman and I can do that, or the homie Kurt Nick doing that. So be sure to get in if you want to get involved with that. It's very simple. You go to the website www.dfsweatshop.com. That's how you get everything that you need. So let's go ahead. We of course gonna be rocking with RotoQL. Of course, that's my favorite site to use in terms of my NBA, NFL, MLB stuff. So of course you're gonna be using that. As you can see, we've got 8 games here. There's a ton of injuries to go over. But first things first, let's go ahead and take a look back at last night. Let's go ahead and lock in the feature 4 plays tonight. These are the 4 most talked about, tweeted about guys in the DFS Sweatshop, in the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. We're going to start with the Who Dat scoring all them points over there, player of the night. This goes to none other than Ersan Ilyasova. In 30 minutes, 22 points, 3 boards, knocked down 4 3-point shots, the 4 steals, which was really big. Then he had a block shot, only turned it over once. Ended up going 10x on him, 37.25 points. And we were in a battle all day in the shop, how we could approach the Atlanta bigs, because we knew, Mike Muscala was out. We knew that Dedmon was going to be out, and we knew there was going to be a solid amount of minutes for the bigs. And what it was, whoever had the hot hand was going to stay in the game. And some of us rolled with Ersan Ilyasova. Me, on the other hand, I went. I played a lot of Collins. Some folks played some Babbitt. And those were just the ways that it was mixed up. But Ersan Ilyasova was easily the best play point per dollar from that game. Very solid play was Ersan Ilyasova, and that is why he is the who that scored on points over there play tonight. The next guy we're going to talk about is how did I miss that play? And I'm going to tell you, this is going to make sense to you. How did I miss that play? We talk about Dwayne Wade. Now, I've instituted like a little rule for myself. Anytime I'm conducting a live stream, and me and one of the senior vice president style members, one of the cats that I know have been around for a while, one of the people that I've seen proven to win and to do well and to always have, solid shit to say, whenever me and that guy get in like a little argument or a heated debate about a specific player, I just stop the argument and I just play the guy. Whenever, if I hate him and he loves him and we're arguing about it, or if I love him or if I love him and he hates him and we're arguing about it, I just shut up and just play the guy. And I didn't do that with Dwayne Wade today. Today, me and one of the homies was like, yo, he was like, you got to play Wade. Wade looks good. I'm telling you, 5.6. Wade is back. They're going to play. They're going to play well. LeBron, Wade, when LeBron ain't out there, Wade's going to be. I was like, man, I'm not playing that motherfucker. I'm not playing him. And guess what? 38.5 DraftKings points. So that is why, if you were in the shop, you would have gotten Dwayne Wade as a play. I went the other way. I do what I want to do. I don't let anything move me off of my picks. If I like it, I like it. But usually, whenever me and a guy argue about a guy, that means he feels really great his way. I feel really great my way. So usually, one of us are going to be really, really right. And today, you were right, bro. You did tell us to play Dwayne Wade. You told me to play Dwayne Wade, and I did not. So how the fuck did I miss that play? Tonight goes to Dwayne Wade. The next guy I'm going to talk about is the heat check play tonight. This can only go to one person. I'm telling you, Alex Burke. Yo, it doesn't go to the guy that scores the most points. It doesn't go to the guy. That's what I thought. That he was going to be tired. I thought Wade was going to be tired because he played a lot of minutes the night before, and he's old as shit. But, okay, the heat check play does not have to go to the guy that scores the most points. It doesn't have to go to the guy that is the highest salary or the stud. It just goes to the guy that takes over and owns the slate. And this Alec Burks, bro, salute to you, man. 3.6K in salary. The dude was cheaper than the who that's going on the points we're going to play tonight, and put up more points. 52 points for this dude, man. 28 real life points, 6 boards, 5 assists, 4 3-point shots, hit 3 steals, a block shot. That's an awesome game for Alec Burks. And tonight, you, the big homie, you are tonight's heat check player tonight. Salute to Alec Burks. That probably will never happen again, but still, man, that dude was killer. He was killer. And now, we must discuss that one motherfucker. Yes, we gotta discuss the one motherfucker.
Snowflake, little snowflake, little snowflake falling from the sky. Snowflake, snowflake, little snowflake falling, 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 falling on my head.
Jamal Murray, you's a motherfucking snowflake with your snowflake ass. How the fuck do you go out underpriced 5K? You lure us in. We've seen you play well. We knew you were going to get the minutes. The best player on the team, the best offensive player on the team gets hurt. You let a dude jump off the bench and totally steal your shine, steal your grind. And for that, tonight, you, Jamal Murray, because you fucked up my FanDuel lineup, you a motherfucking snowflake with your old snowflake ass, and I ain't gonna roster your bitch ass again. Sorry, motherfucker. Look at this shit. Bad enough I had Bazemore, and it's like, yo, I went completely against everything I knew to be right and exact. I'm starting Amir Johnson here. I'm playing Nurkic. I'm Alex Burks is in this shit. Bazemore is in this lineup. But look at you with your snowflake ass sitting there with a punk ass measly 9.3 FanDuel points. This was my moneymaker. That was my moneymaker, baby. Sorry, son of a bitch. let's get on with the rest of the motherfucking show. Snowflake ass. We gotta give honorable mention to the homie Will Barton because he went out and had an awesome game. As a matter of fact, I had him penciled in as the heat check player tonight. But yo, Alec Burks shut it down. So let's go ahead, jump into let's go. It's just crazy, man. That dude sucked last night, bro. He was horrible. Jamal Murray was horrible. And it's crazy because usually if Jamal Murray sucks, then they bring in the Moutier kid. The Moutier kid usually plays well, and it's like a topsy-turvy. Both of them sucked tonight. It was all Gary Harris. It was all Will Barton. It was a whole lot of Kenneth Faried. Another injury that killed me because on DraftKings, I had Jokic in a lot of spots. I had Jokic in a lot. Yo, I had the only place where I had Barton in. Only place I had Barton in was my Denver stacks. I had a couple Denver stacks, but guess who else I had in that shit? I had Barton and I had Jokic. No Faried, Gary Harris, and Jamal Murray. You fucking snowflake. Snowflake ass motherfucker. Let's get on the rest of the motherfucking show. Now, here we are on RotoQL. Very solid site. Good place to use to go ahead and do your optimization stuff, man. We're going to roll through. This is where we're going to develop our player pool. What I want you to take from this powwow, from this discussion, from this meeting of the minds, what I want you to take from this is a solid player pool. I want to help you with that. I want to put together a player pool for you. That way, when you meet me inside of the VIP, when we powwow later on today at 5:30, you already have a list of fresh names and prices in your head, and you're ready to work. Okay? Because this is not nothing that's given to you in a sweatshop. You have to work for this shit, but we're going to do it together. Now, you look at DraftKings, you see the price points in the different ways players are going to be priced. I want you to juxtapose that with the FanDuel pricing as well. This is going to give you a really solid look at what one site values a player as opposed to what the other site values a player. And if you look at some of the things that happened today, really made a lot of sense. And we can get into some of the exact plays. But some guys that were cheaper on FanDuel balled out and were in really good spots. But we're going to continue. We can talk about that later. All right, so let's go ahead and chop it up. First game you got is going to be the Golden State Warriors going to Orlando to take on the Magic here. We've got a 227.5 point total. Big total here. We've got a minus 10.5 point spread in favor of the Golden State Warriors. So that means that the Orlando Magic are the home dog. There's a lot of fight in the home dog, in my opinion. Now, the one thing we got to be looking at is the injury situation for the Golden State Warriors. Here, you got Steph Curry, you got Kevin Durant, you've got Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala, David West. All of these guys are going to be on the injury report. So we must know exactly what's happening now. If any collection of these guys are out, if any two of any of these players are out, I'm going to be so heavy on the Orlando guys. I don't care who it is. If Steph and Durant are out, give me some Orlando. If Steph and Klay are out, give me some Orlando. If Kevin Durant and Iguodala is out, give me some Orlando. As long as one of the big three guys, the Curry, Durant, and Klay are out, I'm gonna want some exposure to the Orlando Magic. Now, who that's gonna be does depend on who's gonna be out. But you know, I'm not gonna just avoid this game. I'm not gonna avoid this game. I'm gonna have some Orlando here. So one guy that I absolutely love, Elfrid Payton at 6.1, very fair price on him. Normally, I would jump straight to Vucevic at 7.2, but he's a guy that when they do that go small shit, he can stay on the court. He doesn't have to leave. And plus, Terrence Ross being out easily puts Jonathan Simmons in play for me at 5.1. If you want to get real jiggy with Maurice Spates coming off of the bench, knocking down some threes as like a pivot play or just a cheap play, you may want to look that direction. I'm not a big fan of that though, but you might want to look there. Aaron Gordon, of course, at 7.6, very solid spot for him. He's going to be tasked. Well, Draymond Green is probably going to be tasked with covering him. He's going to be tasked with covering him, and that could present struggle or perceived struggle for a lot of people. People may not want to look to Aaron Gordon because they're going to see that Draymond Green is probably going to be tasked with covering him. I wouldn't have an issue with that. Or he may even play Durant in some spots. So, but Aaron Gordon coming off of that huge game, I kind of like him. I do like him. I still like him. I still think I can play him. On the other side, you know, it's really hard to make a determination on who I would play from this game. The first guy that jumps out at me automatically is going to be Draymond Green because he's the only guy that is 100% healthy and ready to go. Klay at 6.9 does make some sense if he's good to go here. Anytime you get him under 7K, that's definitely usable. If you want to look at some of the cheaper guys, like you look at Patrick McCall, who could be in play if we don't see Curry. But see, now we just speculating, we're guessing. So what we need to do is keep abreast to the information so that we can know exactly what's going on. All right, I'm gonna read a little blurb on each guy just to see what the last news and notes we have on them is. Oh, 2 minutes ago, Curry has been upgraded to probable for Friday's game against the Magic. Okay, cool. Okay, Curry, he's been nursing a bruised right hand. And yo, we saw that the last game out, bro. He couldn't shoot for shit. Like, he was missing a lot of shots. But they say he could be good to go. He could play. If that's the case, you can play him at 9.9. I still think that's too much for him. I don't like him on 8-game slate, especially with that hand the way it is. Let's look at KD. KD wasn't really the same either, but he played better than he did that last game. Let's take a look. 3 minutes ago. Okay, Durant he's probable for Friday's game. Okay, cool. All right, so it's looking more like the guys are going to be playing. Klay Thompson, what's up with him? Thompson is still questionable. Okay, so sprained left ankle, so there's a chance he may not play. And plus, he has a bad wheel, so you want to steer clear of that one. Iguodala, he's been upgraded from questionable to probable, so he's probably going to be out there. Okay, and then of course David West. I do want to know what's up with David West. That does help us out in terms of grabbing guys like Jordan Bell or Kevon Looney. He's probable. Okay, cool. So where's looking is the only person that looks like they're in danger to miss is going to be Klay Thompson, but we're going to have to stay tuned to shoot around later on this afternoon before we know something for sure. Kevin Durant at 9.6. That's kind of usable. I'm going to highlight him as well. Next game we got. Vucevic. A lot of you may like Vucevic in this spot. 7.2. I don't love him. I think I'm going to go somewhere else for centers. I'm going to take a look at what he does against Golden State though. Let's take a look. Yeah, he's never had like a big game. He had 35 earlier, 5x earlier in the season, 28, 24. I don't have to go there. I don't have to play Vooch. Next game we got is gonna be the Detroit Pistons going to Washington to take on the Wizards. We got Bradley Beal at 7.9. His injury last game was a face thing. It wasn't really a big deal. He did end up coming back, so I think that he could be usable here in this spot. I'm gonna highlight him. Otto Porter at 6.5. Yes, I absolutely love Otto Porter in this matchup. I think now is a time where we could take a look at Marcin Gortat at 4.9. Kelly Oubre Jr. for the bench at 4.8. Looks to be a little bit more expensive than I want to pay for him, but I think we can get there. Now, the game he had last time, a lot of that was predicated off of Bradley Beal getting hit in the face and not playing. So you might want to curb your enthusiasm in terms of, let's make sure everything's good. Okay, you might want to curb your enthusiasm in terms of playing a lot of guys off of the Washington bench, most notably Kelly Oubre. But Thomas Satoransky at 3.8, he got a lot of time for Tim Frazier, because Tim Frazier sucks if you didn't know. You know, if you didn't know. Yeah, Beal is straight. Brad Beal is straight. He doesn't have like any, it was a face, he got hit in his face. You know what I'm saying? He's good. He's good to go. Satoransky stepped in and had some really great minutes for Tim Frazier, because Tim Frazier sucks. He really does. He's just not very good. And Satoransky ended up, second game, he has 26 and 24. Okay, so this could be like a trendy thing with him. So I'm going to highlight Satoransky and take a look at him as well. On the other side, Avery Bradley, he's definitely going to be tasked with guarding Bradley Beal. I do want to look at what Beal did against them last time. Detroit is a tough defense, but this might be a comeback game for Beal. I agree. He had 41 against them last time. Avery Bradley did play 43, 35, 34. Okay, cool. All right. So Reggie Jackson, I do like him at 6K. I think he's definitely playable. Tobias Harris kind of jumps at me at 6.3. Drummond at 8.8 is a guy I think I can play. I kind of like that one. I like Bradley Beal, though, at 5.8. I mean, excuse me, Avery Bradley. Ish Smith at 4.1. I could take him or leave him. It depends on the way the rest of the slate shakes out. So I'm gonna highlight him. Beal's usage is off the hook compared to the rest of the cats on Washington. Oh, most definitely it is. Next game we got, and there's no total in that game actually. Next game we got is going to be the Indiana Pacers going to Toronto to take on the Raptors. We get Toronto in Air Canada Center. They've been very good at home. I actually want to look at Kyle Lowry's recent home road splits to take a look. 55, 28, 50, 37, 33. Is he better on the road? 43, 57, 52, 50. Yeah, Kyle Lowry has been better on the road recently. I just remember that 55-point game against Charlotte. He still didn't play for me here. He is. DeMar DeRozan, not on the injury report. He is priced down to 7.9, which is decent. A decent price on him. Let's take a look at him at home. 43, 58, 41, 49. So he's averaging about 45 in his last few games at home. I can definitely highlight that. I wouldn't have an issue there. We've got Jonas Valanciunas at 4.8. What's Valanciunas' minutes has got to come up some, man. 22, 20, 14. See, I can't play him. I've got to see 25 plus minutes from Valanciunas here to really sink my teeth into that. It is a 215.5 point total, and Toronto is giving up 6.5. But I just now, yeah, one of the homies says Norman Powell could be a good play at 4K. I wouldn't have an issue with getting some Norman Powell because OG has ran his course. On the other side, you got Miles Turner, who seems to be a game-time decision now. Let's take a look at what's ailing him. This was just updated, too. He is questionable in Friday's matchup. Right knee soreness. This is the first news of Turner dealing with an injury, so it seems possible he aggravated the knee during Wednesday's game against the Rockets. More word on his availability should emerge following the team's Friday morning shoot-around. So and I can tell you, I kind of like Sabonis anyway in this matchup. That just puts me on him even more. I kind of like Sabonis anyway in this matchup. I did. 5.3 for him. Makes it look usable. I think we can definitely look to Bojan Bogdanovic at 4.6. Vic Oladipo, I'm just going to be playing him from now on. I'm just going to be playing him, bro. I am. 8K. I know the price is up on him, but the dude has just been going nuts. And I've been touting this dude since before the season started. Let's take a look at what he's been doing on the road, actually. 43, 65, 34, 40, 45. So he is all good. And you telling me that we don't get Miles Turner, we get full Oladipo at 32% usage? Yeah, I can get there. Even Thaddeus Young looks to be playable too. But the one thing I want y'all to remember is they have been fairly decent at home defensively. The Toronto Raptors, that is. Those are long, lengthy guys. But I think this can be a solid game. I really do. And I even, if we don't have Miles Turner, I even want to take a look at the homie coming off of the bench here too. I'm going to do that. Lance Stevenson at 4.5. The price is up some, but I still want to take a look at him. Next we got is going to be the Sacramento Kings going to Chicago to take on the Bulls. Yo, I love two things about this game. Number one, the total is low, 193 points. So that means just pick the best players from this game. Also, you're going to get the total. The differential is only 1.5. I like that. So we find out which matchups can be exploited and just pick the player plug in. That's what we do. We get Lauri Markkanen is now priced down to 6K. I love that. I think we can use him at the crib. Denzel Valentine is under 6K, 5.7. Yes, I like that. Chris Dunn, 6.2. Yes, I like that. And we've seen this team can actually score, bro. This team can actually score, man. Justin Holiday, 5.8. It looks usable to me. I'm going to get something from this shit, man. Bobby Portis off of the bench at 4.8 even looks usable here as well. Y'all kind of like this one. This is gonna be a game people are just gonna overlook, and nobody's gonna want to play catch in this game. It's gonna be sloppy. It's gonna be a lot of rebounds. It's gonna be some steals. It's gonna be point score because the defense is gonna be bad. Like this is gonna be a good one. I kind of like this one. Zebo at 5.2. Yes, I can get there. De'Aaron Fox, of course. De'Aaron Fox at 4.4. Sign me the fuck up. Yes, I like that. Scalaby Sierra, not a big fan of that. Carly Stein at 5.4 looks to be playable. Buddy Hield, maybe some Frank Mason Jr. too at 3.7 could be definitely could be a way to go. This is gonna be a good game. Yo, the winning lineup has somebody from this game in it. I'm so serious. Like the perfect lineup has somebody from this game in it. Next game we got is gonna be the San Antonio Spurs going to Memphis to take on the Grizzlies. We've got Marc Gasol. They just played these motherfuckers the other day, but the game was in San Antonio. Now we're going to Memphis. Let's take a look, man. The last time he scored 27 points against them. I really don't foresee this game being any different. But guess who balled out, though? The homie LaMarcus Aldridge. And he's priced at 8.5. And he went nuts against Memphis last time. 53 DraftKings points. Very solid game there. So he's a guy that I'm definitely going to be taking a look at. I think Kyle Anderson at 5.5 could be. No, I don't have to do that. I don't have to force myself to play plays from this game. I like LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm done on that side. That's as far as I'm going. Marcus All looks to be playable. I don't really like him. I want to figure out exactly what's going on with this shit first, with the coaching changes and how the rotation is going to be set up before I dive all the way in. The one thing that I did appreciate when the new coach came in was that he immediately inserted Tyreek Evans into the starting lineup. I like that. Now, if that was maybe that was due to Mario Chalmers being hurt and Chandler Parsons being hurt, or maybe he is a smart man and just gonna play Tyreek Evans. I really hope he does. But he's a guy that I'm definitely gonna be highlighting him. Jermichael Green at 4.3 looks to be fairly usable to me. Let's see the word on Mario Chalmers. What was the last information we had a couple of minutes ago? He's officially listed as questionable. Chalmers sat out Wednesday's game with a right ankle soreness, and the Grizzlies said that he'll be back Friday. So he should be okay. He's questionable, but there's a good chance he's going to be playing. And that price is still kind of up on him at 5.7. Mario Chalmers is not a guy that you spend 5.7 on. He's just not. He's really not. Dylan Brooks, where's he at? 3.8. That looks to be kind of usable here. That's as far as I can go with this one. The next game we got is going to be the Charlotte Hornets going to Miami to take on the Heat here. Kemba Walker should be out for this one. Yeah. Kemba Walker should be out for this one. Let's take a look at the news, man. He's listed as questionable. Walker continues to deal with an AC contusion in his left shoulder and mentioned Wednesday that he was still very sore. Though it's encouraging that he's not been ruled out a day in advance, look for Walker to go through shoot-around Friday morning. And shoulder shooting, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. Shoulder shooting, nah, I'm good. And I hate to play Dwight Howard away from the Hive, man, but it stands to reason that he's been performing pretty well there, man. Let's take a look at him on the road. 42, 41, 21, 26, 34, 27. That leaves a lot to be desired, but his last couple of games were decent. That was against Toronto and Cleveland. Two teams that really play well against traditional centers. They didn't against Dwight Howard. He's got like a new lease on shit, man, and he's balling. So if you want to play him, you can. I really don't love it. I really don't. The one thing that you can grab a hold to is that he's not going to have Whiteside on the other side. You're probably going to be matched up against this young cat, Adebayo. He's probably going to get the start. Bam Adebayo probably going to get the start. And I don't see Dwight Howard. I don't see him like Dwight Howard being able to hold him. As a matter of fact, Adebayo kind of worries me because they just feed the ball to Dwight Howard so much, and that instantly causes foul trouble because they just feed, and that's the way to get him on the line and missing free throws is to foul him. So that's why anytime you got a smaller guy like that, more of an athletic guy that's going to use his athleticism and quickness to try to combat Dwight Howard's power, a lot of times that can create foul trouble situations. I'm not predicting fouls. I'm just saying that's one fear that I would have in terms of playing Bam Adebayo. So that's going to automatically make me look to James Johnson at 5.9. I absolutely love him here. I am going to give Goran Dragic another shot at 7K. I think Dion Waiters is also playable at 6.4. I even like Josh Richardson at 4.6. I kind of like this Miami joint. Back to the Charlotte side, you can't trust Batum's minutes. You really don't know exactly what you're going to get if he's going to re-aggravate that elbow injury. He did play 33 minutes last time, but he only had 19 points. So if you want to take that as cool, the minutes are there, and he just has to get back into the flow and shoot well and do better, then of course, by all means, fire up Nicholas Batum. I think I just talked myself into playing Nick Batum here, especially with the Jeremy Lamb being a game-time decision. Let's take a look at Jeremy Lamb and see what's going on with him. This was just updated about 5 minutes ago. This is the first report of Lamb dealing with knee issues, as his most recent injury was his hamstring. That's right. The Hornets will likely provide another update following shoot-around Friday morning, but if Lamb is unable to play, Charlotte will likely have rookies Dwayne Bacon and Malik Monk for added minutes on the wing, and that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. It does. That makes perfect sense right there. Yeah, so Frank Kaminsky, I like him at 4K. I do like Kaminsky. And Malik Monk is 4.2. Dudes he don't get no run, and he's 4.2. But I'm gonna highlight him because he could be like a sleeper, super sleeper, like deep play. And of course, we're gonna get another Michael Carter Williams start if Kemba doesn't start. You can go there if you want to. I think last time he wasn't bad. He had 21.5, so he didn't kill you, but he didn't help shit either. He didn't like destroy nothing, but he didn't kill you. Next game we got is gonna be the Minnesota Vikings. Damn, Minnesota Timberwolves going to the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is a 211-point total. I kind of like that. It's a -5 in favor of the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're giving up 5 points. We got Karl Anthony Towns, who just cannot have a good game against the Oklahoma City Thunder because of Steven Adams, man, and his post presence. He just will not allow Karl Anthony Towns to ball out. And with that being said, you look at Taj Gibson at the power forward spot, and when it's a scoring power forward like Aaron Gordon for another night, yeah, I want to exploit that matchup with Carmelo Anthony. But it's Taj Gibson, and he's more of a banger rebounder guy. I think this is a matchup that Carmelo Anthony can win. So him priced at 6.7. I am going to have some interest in Carmelo Anthony. I absolutely love Russell Westbrook tonight, without a doubt. I think Steven Adams is equally in play here at 5.8. Whenever I like Westbrook, I like to pair him some with Steven Adams. Cat last 2 games average field goal attempts 23. Ooh, but he's not been great. Let's take a look. 27 against New Orleans, 43, 54 against the Thunder. What do you do? Oh, okay. Ooh, he has 66 against the Thunder, 46. And 66 in the last game, 46, 46, 62. He does do well against the Thunder. He does do well against the Thunder. Okay. He's in play. That was against New Orleans. He had that bad game against Boogie, yeah. Against Boogie. And Boogie got kicked out of the game, and it was just Anthony Davis. He had a bad game then. Because that was all the Kentucky guys were together. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. No, he's in play against Oklahoma City. Okay, cool. He's in play. Jeff Teague, let's take a look at him. His estimated return is today. I hope he doesn't play. Jimmy Butler at 7.3. Nah. Wiggins 6.7. That's usable. So I guess Taj is in play here too. And Ty Jones at 4.7 is in play. If we don't see Jeff Teague. Yeah, this is a game stack. You can stack this game. You really could. And nothing to really offer the Oklahoma City bench though. I mean, if you want to go Jeremy Grant, you could. You scraping the bottom of a barrel, so I wouldn't fuck with that. Last game on the slate is going to be the New Orleans Pelicans going to Utah to take on the Jazz. Boogie Cousins 10.9, Anthony Davis 10.4. Both of them cats are going to be in play. I wouldn't have an issue there. I do like Derek Favors, but remember this team is on the back-to-back. Donovan Mitchell is electric, exciting, awesome player. Good young player, man. Definitely a usable guy. 6.6. You can rock with him. Rubio is still under 6K. I think he is playable. Alec Burks 3.6. Still cheap. Last night's heat check player tonight. He's definitely a guy that you can use if all these guys are out. If Exum, Neto, Joe Johnson, Rodney Hood, like all those guys are out, you can definitely look to Neto because look what they have left. They have nothing left. These guys have got to play. They've got to play. Ingles even in play for me too. And Jerebko. Like all of these guys are in play if all these guys are out. Right? Drew Holiday, 6.2. Yeah, I can get behind that. I cannot play Rajon Rondo or anybody else on this team for that matter. Drew Holiday, Davis, and Boogie Cousins. Those would be the only guys that can be prospects for me. That's it. So we've gone through, developed a really solid core of plays, man. Hit up every game. It's very easy. Go to the website. It's www.dfsweatshop.com. Upon your paid subscription, I will welcome you into the very best Facebook group online, man. This is where all the content goes down. This is where we go in and we chop it up. We build our lineups and we go out and we approach this thing like some G's. All right. So get with me. Let's get it done. So glad to have you all, man. Stay tuned. We're gonna be rocking out some NFL on Saturday night. We also got to finish out this week really strong with NBA. Remember, Saturday I will not be able to do a lock show on Saturday because I have to go to the marriage event. So it's all good. So yo, much love and respect to all of you. Thank you for all the help and support that you've been giving me. If you're inside of this stream, man, go ahead and hit like on the video. If you watch this video, like it, share, comment. If you don't like it, don't like it. Comment. Let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about it. All right? Much love and respect to all of you, man. Remember, this is the DFS Sweatshop where we keep it real, we keep it honest, and we always, always keep it 300. Peace.